All right.
I hope the mic picks this up. So guys, I'm here this morning with Isle of Skye, another 8-year-old blend. I'm here at the Walnut River Dam. So it's a little misty in the morning. It's about the only misty place. It's cool. It's fall now. Leaves are starting to subtly change. You can tell the trees across the river there. Anyway, back to the whiskey. It is aged 8 years. It's an Ian McLeod and Company Limited, 43% alcohol by volume. I'm a little bit chilled, so you'll have to forgive me just a little bit. I'll give it just a minute in the glass. I do got notes on this one. I've taken notes. Now I don't want to be totally in the picture, but I probably am. I sure hope that noise ain't drowning everything out. Something I wrote down. Ian McLeod family recipe dates back to somewhere in 1800s, supposedly. Talisker and other islands, so Orkney, Isla, who knows, and Speyside. That's what it's got. I'm shaking just a little bit, guys. So what do we expect? We expect some peat. We expect some salt brine. Just rich and distinctive island mellow Speyside malts matured in oak cask for 8 long years. Probably some vanilla thrown in there too, which, yes, according to my notes, we do. Yeah. Isle of Skye, home of the Clan MacLeod, is one of the most celebrated Scotland's islands, famous for its majestic scenery and rich heritage. Our founder, Ian McLeod, was justifiably proud of his family's recipe for acclaimed Scotch. Isle of Skye is a smooth, mellow blend that contains exceptionally high proportion of distinctive island and mellow Speyside malts that have been matured in oak cask for over 8 years. Nothing about color or chill filtration, so we'll assume both. Being a blend, doesn't really matter. There are going to be grain whiskeys in here, I assume, because it really doesn't say. High proportion of distinctive island and mellow space. Yeah, so it's got a higher proportion supposedly than normal, which is always never a definitive amount. It can be anywhere from about 18 to 30% mixed with grain or more, depending. We don't know. Anyway, back to the whiskey. We've had plenty of time with it. Oh, it's a golden amber. It's more gold than amber, burnished gold. Be at 43%, it's 3% higher than Islay Mist, which is what I did last review. It's cold, so the legs are a little indistinctive, actually. So they are running, but I'm not going to say you can say anything about that. Some are slow, some are fast, no consistency. You can see the mist forming on the glass there. There's no mist in the whiskey. We do get the orchard fruits up front. Touch of peat, vanilla, like peach and pear. Peach, pear, vanilla, a little honey, a little peat, not very much, a little. Where the mill used to stand is where I'm at right now. The mill no longer stands here anymore. That was an old grist mill dam's what that was. Used to grind corn, grain here, but the dam's long gone, washed away. I mean, the mill is. Just the dam's all that's left. That's about it on the nose. I really get. Let's go in for a taste. The 3% helps on the mouthfeel over the Isle of Mist. A little more peat in the palate. It's not overly peaty though. It's salty. Honey. Again, the peach pear thing going on. It's very fruity in a lot of ways. Touch of raisin in there. Not a lot. But the peat lingers. Gentle, not much, but a gentle background smokiness and peatiness with that saltiness sticks around to the finish. The vanillas are staying around to the finish too. Real fruity up front on the sip, but when you get into the finish, much more salty, much more smoky, peaty nuances. The vanilla stays through and through though. The vanilla's good in this one. The grain is there. Again with that cedar pencil lead sort of grainy note. A young grain often has. I can't pick. It's not corn, I don't think. I don't get a corn note to the grain whiskey. They may be using barley or wheat in their grain whiskeys. I can't tell you. But it doesn't have that corn sweetness that I'm looking for. Not at all. I may be all wrong. They may use it, but I don't get it. Score? You know, I'm going to give it a... Let's try it one more time. Because it has a little more mouthfeel than the Isle of Mist has to it. There's a little bit more body to it. I'm going to give it 1 point above the Isle of Mist. I think flavor-wise they're a little different, but they're a lot the same. I'm going to give it an 84. It's drinkable. It's good. I enjoy it. So there you go. You got 2 8-year-olds, last week's and this week's. Both are island peaty blends. Both have space sides in them. This one probably has a little bit more of the grain note than the other one, but this one also has a better mouthfeel. And it's not a bad grain note. I don't get the sourness really with this one that I kind of got with the other one either. I don't really get that sour note. Anyway, that's all I got to say this morning. So remember, spirit in the glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it like you all will. Enjoy this beautiful morning. I know I'm going to. Wish I'd have brought my fishing poles, but I did. It warms up. Fish should start biting, but I got other things to do today. I'll see y'all later.